Okay, real talk. Everyone's got that one friend who says they'd pick super speed if they could have any superpower. Cool, sure, except most of them are picturing outrun traffic energy, when the actual answer, according to Marvel, is casually threaten the laws of physics before lunch. Today, we're ranking the 10 fastest characters in the entire Marvel universe, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this list starts reasonable. So if you've ever wondered who'd actually win in an all-out Marvel foot race, stick around, because I promise you will not guess number 1. Let's count it down. Kicking things off at number 10, Speed, also known as Tommy Shepard, twin brother of Wiccan, tied into the whole Scarlet Witch family drama. And yes, that family reunion is exactly as chaotic as it sounds. Tommy's speed comes from atomic level acceleration, which is a fun way of saying science we're not going to think too hard about. But here's the feat that actually earns him a spot on this list. He's outrun a point-blank explosion and pulled his speedster allies out of the blast radius before the shockwave even finished expanding. That's not fast. That's fast enough to edit the outcome of an explosion after it already started. Respect. Number 9 is Spectrum. Formerly Photon, formerly Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau has had more code names than some people have had jobs, and honestly, she's earned every one of them. Here's the thing about Monica. She doesn't run fast so much as she stops being a physical object and becomes pure energy. Photons, radio waves, gamma rays, take your pick. In that form, she moves at the literal speed of light and can circle the entire planet in a fraction of a second. So when we say fastest characters, Monica's kind of cheating the assignment. She's not outrunning the speed limit, she just deleted the concept of running.
The only lies I've told are the ones you put in my mouth.
At number 8, Northstar. And this is where the list gets a little terrifying because Northstar's power isn't just run fast, he manipulates kinetic energy on a molecular level, which lets him approach the speed of light. Cool party trick, right? Except there's a catch. If he actually runs at full speed inside Earth's atmosphere, the physics gets ugly fast. We're talking localized nuclear reaction levels of ugly. So basically, Northstar spends his entire life running at maybe 10% power because the alternative is accidentally becomes a weapon of mass destruction by jogging. Wild way to live.
Star plays a big role in both game modes.
7 takes us into space with Nova Prime, Richard Rider. He's plugged into the full Nova Force, which basically gives him a direct line to a galaxy-spanning power source, and he uses it to punch open subspace warps and cross literal light years between galaxies. And here's the part that gets me. He does this while staying fully aware and combat-ready the entire time. Most of us can't hold a conversation and merge onto a highway at the same time. Richard Rider is casually crossing star systems and still tracking every threat around him. Show off.
All right, big guy, let's light it up.
Number 6, and I know some of you have been waiting this whole video for him, Quicksilver. Pietro Maximoff. Marvel's answer to, what if we just made the most obviously named speedster possible? Normally, he's capped around supersonic speeds, which, don't get me wrong, is already absurd. But push him further, and he's outrunning radio waves and dodging light-based attacks, like the thing traveling at the speed of light, and he's dodging it. At his peak, the entire world basically freezes from his point of view, and what feels like days pass for him, while everyone else is stuck in a single frame. Iconic mutant. Also, I imagine, extremely bored most of the time. Halfway down, number 5, the Sentry, also known as the power of a million exploding suns, which is either the coolest superhero tagline ever written or a genuine cry for help. I haven't decided. The feat that gets him this spot, Sentry has flown from Earth to the sun in under a second. That's roughly 8 times the speed of light for context, a trip that should take light itself over 8 minutes. He does it before you'd finish saying, wait, that's not possible, because for Sentry, it apparently is.
I don't want to hurt you guys.
Number 4, and honestly, one of the coolest designs in comics, the Silver Surfer. Norrin Radd channels the power cosmic to slip into hyperspace and cross entire light years in seconds. Here's the detail that always gets me. When he's moving at full tilt, planetary orbits appear frozen from his perspective. Planets, orbiting stars, just standing still to him. The Surfer isn't just fast, he's operating on a completely different clock than the rest of the universe. Deeply unbothered. Icon behavior.
I cannot leave him until another takes my place.
Number 3 is, honestly, my favorite pick on this entire list, because most of you have probably never heard of him, Fast Forward, sometimes nicknamed Buried Alien. He shows up in Quasar number 17 as an amnesiac runner in a beat-up red and yellow suit. And if that sounds a little familiar, that's because he's Marvel's own nod to DC's Flash. Barry Allen dropped straight into the Marvel Universe. And this guy doesn't just show up to make a cameo, he gets entered into a race organized literally by the elders of the universe, and he beats every major Marvel speedster in it, including Quicksilver and Makkari. A total unknown just walks in and humbles the entire speedster roster. Absolutely unhinged lore, and I love it.
His character, he essentially has the exact same design as Barry Allen.
Number 2, Makkari, one of the Eternals, and honestly, the most committed character on this list. Why? Because Makkari looked at his powers, flight, matter manipulation, energy projection, all of it, and said, nah, I only want the one, and gave every bit of it up just to max out his speed. The payoff? His velocity ends up matching the expansion rate of the universe itself. That level of commitment is exactly what let him beat the Runner in a galactic rematch, and if you're wondering who the Runner is and why beating him is such a big deal, that's our number 1.
Makkari feels consistent, smart, and grounded.
And here we are. Number 1, the Runner, an elder of the universe, and the single being that Makkari had to dethrone to get into second place on this list. Let that sink in for a second. The Runner doesn't just run fast through space. His velocity is so absolute that it actually warps the fabric of time around him. He can cross the entire known universe on foot, not fly, foot. And because his speed functions as a form of space-time manipulation, he basically exists everywhere he wants to be, all at once. Every other character on this is fast within the rules list of the universe. The Runner is fast enough that the rules don't apply to him anymore. He's not winning races, he's making the concept of a race kind of meaningless. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of chaotic, over-the-top, how do you even top this energy that Marvel does best.
The most impressive thing is moving so fast that Silver Surfer didn't see him coming.
And that's the list. 10 characters, going from fast enough to dodge a bullet, to fast enough to make bullets, physics, and possibly your sense of reality irrelevant. Let me know in the comments who you would have ranked differently. And if you want a full deep dive on the Runner or Makkari's origin story, because there is so much more lore there, tell me below, and I'll get it made. Subscribe if you're new, hit like if you made it this far, and I will see you in the next one.